Alright folks, let's get things started here today as we enjoy some ESO. Get things loaded up on here and the price is right. Yes. Always a good thing to have. Caffeine, Nectar of the Gods. Well, I'm enjoying my hippie speedball. And it took forever and a day to get that done. We're gonna go and load up our Arcanist here. Pick up our clothing research item. There we go. We got those done. And I believe our
the type Sergeant Anteve is looking for.
Really? And who might you be exactly?
I hope you'll forgive me for making assumptions, but well, you look like someone who knows how to fight. I mean, if not, then you certainly fooled me. If you do know how to fight, well then, we could really use your help.
What you need help with?
Defending the city. If you're going to be sticking around, you're probably going to be defending yourself one way or another. If you're willing, though, Sergeant Anteve asked me to send any tough-looking types his way. He's at the West Gate.
Alright, I'll have a chat with Sergeant Anteve. And with that, let's talk to Sergeant Anteve. And we start City in Black. Looking for a Sergeant Anteve.
I tell you, things grow darker here by the damn hour. Reachmen are right down there. Came in by boat, took the lighthouse, and now they're crawling up in the woods to assess our defenses. And our orders are to just sit here and watch.
That's interesting. Quick question. Why didn't you tell whoever gave you the orders to stick it and attack?
Captain Huron's fought the bastard's leader before, Strasnock. He says we're outmatched.
Really?
And we have to just wait them out. I say the captain's a few links shy of a full chain. If the
Really?
defense is weakened, we can't risk waiting.
Well, is there anything I can do to help since I'm sitting around here?
Absolutely. Captain's ordered us to hold back, but not you. And he did say we need more outside help. Morale's been down in the dung heap since King Aemon died. If you can lop off this Strasnock's head, it'd be an inspiration to the men.
Alright, well. I'll bring back the head.
I won't lie to you, friend. Things are grim. The king and his heirs are dead. Our forces decimated. Crows are everywhere. People have lost hope. Bring Strasnock's head to Captain Huron at the South Gate. That'll be a big win for us.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and ask a few supplementary questions while we're at it. Thank you for the follow here, Sophia Jack. First off, with Aemon dead, who's ruling the kingdom?
The king's brother, Duke Renchant. He's at least acting as regent right now. Should have been Queen Argella who took over, but she's not been herself. Understandable after losing her husband and her children, but the people miss her.
And I take it there's some disquiet about the Duke.
I wouldn't say that. They just don't know him. Renchant's doing the best he can with what he's got. He's taking action. He's the one who put Captain Huron in charge of defenses. I'm trying not to hold that against him, though.
You don't think Huron knows what he's doing, don't you?
I shouldn't talk bad about the captain. He's probably the right man for the job. He's a Nord. I've fought the Reachman before. With most of our officers dead, the Duke only had so many options. We had to have someone new.
Understandable. What happened to the old guard captain?
Sir Jarnet? Poor old sot. He was escorting Princess Alara when she got ambushed and killed. Jarnet would have been better off if he had died. I thought the Queen was going to have him executed.
Oh dear.
Lucky, really.
Where'd all the crows come from?
Beats the oblivion out of me. Ever since King Aemon died, they've been showing up all over the city. With all their cackling, it's a damn plague. Creepy, too.
Alright.
Rumor is the soldiers of the Redoubt are going to move on to Cathbedro. May the Eight protect them.
Well, first things first, we're gonna go this one here.
My necklace! Just a coin or two.
Alrighty then. There's a reason why my ass is doing this.
I can't do my job. Not with all this going on.
There we go. Oh.
it.
So you're the one wreaking havoc down
There we go.
I've
Now I don't feel like I'm hacking up my,
And my helmet's off to anyone who charges into their ranks that way. Don't suppose you've come to enlist in the town guard, have you?
Well, no such luck, but I did end up getting you an order from one Sergeant Ante. One head of Strasnock hold the lettuce.
You have old Strasnock's head? Shows bones. Somebody buy this crazy bastard a cup of mead. If you like to cut off Reachman heads, you've come to the right place, my friend. Have you met Duke Renchant? The Duke will want to meet you.
Well, seeing is how my 4:30 with one King Aemon is canceled on the account of him being dead, I suppose I could squeeze in the Duke.
Good. Take your time, though. Rest up. You've earned it. The Duke will know of your deed, and you can go see him in the castle when you're ready. He'll reward you well. Might even offer you my job. It's yours if you want it.
Well, I appreciate the vote of confidence and the warning. I'll let the Duke know. I'll meet the Duke when my appointment's at appointment time. Alrighty then. We got this and that and this. Let's meet up at Evermore Keep.
If you have a moment, I would appreciate a word.
Larka?
Pardon my intrusion.
Jade here.
I would speak to you on behalf of Queen Argella. I am her handmaiden. The Queen has heard of your recent accomplishments, and she asked me to make a private request on her behalf.
Very interesting, especially since I heard that the Queen yielded control to Duke Renchant, supposedly.
He is. The Queen stepped aside, but she remains the rightful ruler of the kingdom, and she still cares deeply for its people. Even now, in mourning, she attends to wounded soldiers and refugees in the chapel, but she has other concerns as well.
Okay, so it's statutory mourning, I got it. So what's the Queen concerned about?
Quite frankly, she's concerned about the city's defenses. But of course, she cannot publicly question the Duke's policies. This is why we
Obviously.
were hoping you could discreetly investigate to see if there's any merit to some of the rumors we've heard.
What you want me to investigate?
Her Majesty would ask you to inspect the defenses at the East Gate and ask the former guard captain, Sir Jarnet, for his assessment of the Duke's strategy. If you are willing, the Queen also wishes to know why a refugee was put in the stocks.
Alright, I can handle that.
I know Her Majesty would appreciate if you gave these matters the highest priority. After you've completed your investigation, come speak to the Queen at the Chapel of St. Pellin. If there are problems, she should know as soon as possible.
Alright, I guess the Duke's been bumped a little bit. Where can I find Sir Jarnet?
Sadly, I expect you are most likely to find him in the tavern, drinking away his sorrows. After Princess Ilara was killed while under his protection, the Queen herself demanded he step down. He was crushed.
Odd that the Queen would want to consult him now, especially as I'm fairly certain she publicly just held him responsible for the demise of the princess.
By no means does she wish to reinstate him, but Sir Jarnet was the captain of the guard here in Evermore for more than a decade. He was a longtime friend of King Aemond as well. The Queen simply wants to hear his assessment of the city's defenses.
Anything you're expecting me to find?
If we knew that, we wouldn't have to ask for your assistance. The bottom line is that the Queen deferred to Duke Renchant because she believed he was better in the city. Now, she simply wants to make sure he's doing a good job.
any reason to believe he isn't.
Just vague rumors. Let's face it, our forces were devastated in the last battle with the Reachmen, and there's no doubt our defenses are stretched thin. We just want to make sure that everything possible is being done to protect the city.
Understandable. Then why me, miss?
With the city in such dire straits, the Queen is determined to avoid controversy. If people heard she was inquiring as to the state of the city's defenses, there would be an uproar. If you conduct the inquiries, however, it can be more discreet.
We can't be seen handling politics in mourning, blah, 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 blah. Fucking Victorian sensibilities. You know what? I wish I could resurrect Queen Victoria so I could repeatedly pimp smack her for half the shit she's done to human society in general. Then have her before a show trial. Then resurrect her buddy Prince Albert. Execute him again before his eyes for his own contributions. And then promptly publicly vivisect her to death. I know that's a bit of a long rant, but fuck Victoria! Fuck her up the ass! And keep in mind, I'm the Anglophile here in this relationship. Or some suspicious looking crates, interesting. You'll say queen. That did.
Trinkets, but the box has not been opened. The time for gifts has not yet come.
That's a weird crow.
Often appear as a surprise, but sometimes the surprise should be spoiled.
Okay, okay. I think this is the berry, I think. Raspberry. How are you speaking to me?
With an open mind, one hears truth, however dark.
Okay. Obviously, my brain's trying to point me to something, but let's move this along.
No! Telling has already been done. I am here to listen and to watch.
And, what are you doing here, inedible chicken?
I'm a crow. What more do you need to know?
How to properly stew you, but other than that... Next up, we talk to the man at the stocks. Poor bastard here. Imrizin.
This is absurd. I've committed no crime. And they're just gonna leave me here. I would say to rot, but I will never get that chance. I'll be speared through when the city is taken. And then these damn crows will eat my remains.
What got you put in the stocks?
For speaking the truth. Nothing more. The Imperial Army has just conquered the largest city in southern Bankarai. And mark my words, they will come here next.
How do you know this?
Because I have just come from Holland Stand. The Imperials infiltrated the city and seized it overnight. They enslaved half the population. They will do the same here. But when I suggested this to the guards, they locked me up.
And they would lock you up just for saying that.
They said I was spreading half-truths and paranoid delusions. They said the people here have had enough fear with the Reachmen, and cannot afford to hear my ravings. Please, you must get me out of here. I don't want to be eaten by crows.
See what I can do.
Truth is silenced. It is the people who are shackled.
I've got a lot to do here. Feels like I've been at this forever.
So, yeah.
Please, at least make sure they let me.
The people eye the north, but it's from the south that the storm approaches.
Okay, we have a stalker crow, it looks like.
Are you leading me somewhere, or are you the one being led?
Okay, I'm fairly certain this doesn't contain peyote. What in the world does that mean?
You ask for answers, but what you need are questions.
I got plenty of those.
To cold harbor went our clockwork god, to bargain on the prince's song. They came to mock at tribune small, schemer, hunger, hunter all, pariah, scryer, destroyer came.
I love this song.
And twilight just the same.
Cold Harbor Compact.
Red Daedra, save us. From Daedra, keep us safe. Forsake the ones that made us to fight a wrongful fate. They sneered when Clockwork made his demand, till Twilight raised a hand. And what do you offer in return to keep us from chastising nerves? Then Clockwork whispered long and low, and What he said no mortal can
Well.
know. From dread Daedra save us. From Daedra keep us safe. Forsake the that made us to fight a wrongful fate.
Mm-hmm. This is probably one of the more interesting songs here. Weird. Okay. God damn, that is a shitty thing. Darn it.
Who are you? With 15 guards and a couple
There it
quills
is.
of arrows? Not a chance. Everyone's dead. The king, the prince, the knights and soldiers. The job's almost done, just a few stragglers left. You know who I'm talking about? Me and you, that's who.
Don't you think Deke's doing a good job?
Renchant, sure. He's realistic, at least. He knows we can't last a day unless we get some help from the outside. Of course, the new guard captain, Huron, doesn't seem to want any help. The lout brushed off an offer from the Fighters Guild.
Really? He turned up his nose at the Fighters Guild. Fuck.
Sure enough, Huron said he's exploring options. Don't know what those options are. Don't hear much down here, though. Say, why don't you ask the crow? I swear the thing's talking.
Hey. Kind of appropriate song now.
Chains of darkness grip the land and draw it ever near to his nightmare cold harbor where hope bows down to fear, tearing souls of innocence into eternal pain, while his Daedric minions sing praises of his name. The plain meld is nigh, the plain meld is nigh, as Molag Bal commands. The plain meld is nigh, the plain meld is nigh, our doom is now at hand.
Let's talk to the crowd.
Knowledge in the tops of towers. Check the bottoms of bottles.
How did you get in here now?
None can witness the light. Below to see what hides in shadows.
And what does it
The
hide?
light hides in shadows, but only there can it shed on secrets.
What secrets?
Secret hole is no.
Let's see if we can wait. As we finish up from the last notes of Sway as We Kiss.
What is to become of me?
Queen Argella, I presume.
So much suffering. So much death. Like my husband and my children, this soldier gave her life forevermore. I wish I could offer her more comfort, but I can only pray with her to gods whose mercy I have come to doubt.
Well, I'm sorry for your losses, Your Majesty.
Many others are enduring similar losses. I deserve no more compassion than they do. In truth, knowing they share my grief has been a great consolation. You are not here for grieving, though. Is there some official business that demands my attention?
Well, your handmaiden did ask me to check in on a couple of things. And wanted me to stop over with you and check up. And leave you a few things.
Oh, of course. Glarica told me. I hope you'll forgive her. Her intentions are good, but she misled you. That request was not on my behalf. She can't seem to accept my decision to step aside and let Duke Wrenchant handle all matters of state.
Mm-hmm. So I take it you have no desire to know what I found on her behalf. West.
I would, but at another time. I hope you understand. Losing my family, I just need time, and I believe this is how I can best serve the people right now. If you have concerns about security, though, you must report them to the Duke.
I understand. I'll leave you to get your head up. I'll leave you to get your get you back into your headspace here, Your Majesty. But don't take too long here. The walls are crumbling down.
Thank you for respecting my wishes. Perhaps you can convince Glarica to do the same. She's already off again investigating some ship at the docks. These matters are the Duke's concern now, and he has my support. He'll appreciate your help, though.
Alright. Well, I'll go speak with the Duke then, right away. And I'll leave you to, your concerns. Obviously, she needed to get her head on straight. And I don't blame her. If you don't believe you have the headspace necessary to be a head of state or government, you can it is okay to step away. I mean, just look at Jacinda Arden.
I heard a rumor that someone braved the lightless oubliette and saved the last alien king.
You can call her cynical, call her whatever you will, but if you don't have the headspace, you don't have the headspace.
That is indeed an immense relief, Yoren. Give us room to breathe. And it doesn't mean we can rest on our laurels. I know. It's only one victory, Your Grace. But I hope it's a sign of more to come. I do too, but that's going to require more work on both our parts. And there's nothing for it but to get it done. You're dismissed, Captain.
We'll talk to the Duke momentarily. Alright, now that we Batmaned our way down.
Aha. You must be the hero whose bold deeds Captain Huron was just recounting. Retaking the lighthouse may seem trivial, but in times like these, it's huge. Say, you look like someone I've been hearing quite a bit about. May I ask your name?
Of course. Character bounces without rhythm.
As I expected, your reputation precedes you. You've become something of a legend in the kingdoms of the Daggerfall Covenant. You're certainly welcome in Evermore. These are desperate times. Have you seen much of the city?
Oh yeah. I've learned some things the Queen actually wanted me to report to.
Indeed. Then by all means, tell me what you discovered.
Oh, first off, did you know Captain Huron turned down an offer from the Fighters Guild?
Oh, yes, It's unfortunate, but the terms the guild demanded were downright rapacious. Furthermore, the number of mercenaries they could actually muster was almost insignificant. It simply wasn't worth it.
Hey, I can get that. I can dig that here. I mean, if it was gonna be that, well, if it was gonna bankrupt the kingdom, I would generally agree. And then there's that refugee in the stocks. Some talk about it, claiming he was raving about Imperials or some nonsense.
I opened our gates to the refugees, but there are limits, and that man was completely mad. Standing outside the castle, shouting that we were all going to die? The people of Evermore are terrified already. We can't afford such nonsense.
I can understand that here, but I think he's cooled down enough that if you let him go, he'll probably get the hell out of Evermore. That's up to you. And there's some weapons and supplies from the at the East Gate that were...
So you saw those? You are very perceptive. The truth is that we found an ally to help defend the city. I'm not quite ready to make this information public, though.
Does it have anything to do with this Beyonce Queen that was stamped on them?
Yes, that is the ship that transported the supplies. There are more supplies being offloaded even now. Please, if you'll just be patient, I'll... Aha. You, as I... Indeed. Oh, yes. I opened our gates to the refugees. So you saw, though? Yes, that is the... Listen, I can tell that you have an inquisitive nature, and I know your intentions are good, but I cannot risk revealing all my plans just yet. Suffice to say, I've found a way to protect the city from engagement, and that is what matters.
Okay. And I take it you have some concerns that people may question your plan.
I'm sure that you realize that with the Reachmen bearing down on us, I have a great many matters to attend to. I absolutely do not wish to be rude, but I must be going. Come back another time and I will endeavor to answer all your questions.
Right. Let me at least be honest with you. There's no way in hell I'm going to be helping the city unless you tell me what you're planning.
All right. If you cannot be convinced to let this go, you must understand, desperate times call for desperate measures. If those Reachmen take this city, they are going to kill every man, woman, and child. Anything is better than that.
And what's your alternative play?
Hear me out. A few weeks ago, diplomats made an offer. They have a deal with the Reach. If we surrender the city to Imperial authority, the Reachmen cannot attack. Not only will we survive, but we'll also retain considerable autonomy.
You think you can trust the Imperials? You're only going to be trading one conqueror for another.
We don't have a choice, and at this point, you don't either. Steps are being taken as we speak, and there's nothing you can do to stop us from moving forward. You don't even have any proof with which to raise an alarm.
I'm assuming the proof's located on that Beyonce Queen, though, isn't there?
As I said before, the Beyonce Queen is off-limits to all but its crew and the city guard.
Alright. I will, understand perfectly. But make no mistake, you will be at the business end of this. Or at some other pointy end here soon enough. And to the Yulse Queen.
Hey you! What are you doing slinking around my ship? I don't remember. No, you don't. And I don't mean to let you. Only crew and special guests down there. Anyone else goes down, they'll get cut.
Give me the key unless you want to taste your own blood.
Go ahead then, take it. Go down. From the side!
I think
Clark.
perhaps I had our assignments wrong. I should have checked the stocks and sent you to check the ship.
What happened?
I shouldn't have come here on my own, but I had a feeling the Duke was making bad decisions. Of course, calling this a bad decision would be an understatement.
Oh yeah.
If we don't do something, he's going to hand the city over to Imperial control.
So what do you propose we do?
The Queen is going to have to take charge. If this doesn't knock her into her senses, I don't know what will. We need proof, though. Can you untie me and then look around? Anything to prove what they're planning. I'll meet you out on the docks.
Here you go.
Move to flank!
There we go. Captain Scipius. Captain Scipius, it is imperative that the capture of Evermore be conducted with great care. The Duke and his guards will help you unload your weapons and armor and sealed crates and place them at a strategic point in the city. Your men should then spread out within the city wearing plain clothes and recruit as many citizens as possible. At the predetermined time, your men and their recruits should meet them at the weapon cache, arm themselves, and take control of the city. Those who surrender should be spared. We could always use more slaves. Do not fail. Magus General Septimatharm, sorry.
I'm rather busy right now.
You just missed it. The ship's captain left the ship and headed toward that alley to the south. She looked...
Infiltration.
I'll go and find Sir Jarned and any...
Your cargo's unloaded, and I'm here for payment. I hope you don't come to regret this, Huron.
If I come to regret this, I'd probably be dead anyways. I don't expect you to understand, Captain. Here's your payment.
Thanks. When are you and your allies making your move? I want to make sure I'm long gone by then.
We're arming everyone up at the weapons cache in the South Alley in just a few hours. So I'd set sail right away. Kind speed you, Captain.
Click that. And then make our way over to King Argella.
I don't deserve this.
Somehow I had a feeling I'd see you again. Tell me, has Glerica gotten herself into trouble this time? Or is it that the Duke didn't take kindly to you questioning his decisions?
Well, the Duke didn't take kindly to me questioning him taking the city over to Imperial control.
Oh, come now, you can't expect me to believe that. Has Glerica resorted to trying to deceive me now? This is a jest, right? Surely, Duke Renchant would never even consider such a thing.
Sadly, I got Imperial orders to prove it.
I can't believe what I'm reading. How could Renchant be such a fool? Has he given up on defending the kingdom and decided to accept the lesser of two evils? This is simply mad!
So you didn't know anything about this?
Of course not. Though I can blame myself no less. I'm the one who trusted the fool. He's apparently just a damn coward. You know, Aemond told me Renchant was naive. You've now given me proof of this fact. If the Imperials take Bankrai, it will be a fatal blow to the Covenant. We can't allow Renchant to do this. Damn it. He's leaving me no choice but to take back the throne. I know Glerica will be pleased to hear that. Where is she, by the way?
She went out to find Sir Jarnot and some loyal guards.
Smart girl. She always has been. I suppose I should have listened to her. Very well. We need to do this smoothly. The city has suffered enough. We don't want a battle in the streets. We need to take time to do this right. How much time do we have?
A few hours at most. Imperial spies are recruiting citizens in the
Gods,
streets.
there goes that idea. You must root out these spies right away then. Do not use weapons though. That will cause a panic, and I don't want that. After you've ensured the city is safe, meet me in the castle, and we'll deal with Duke Renchant. The poor fool probably doesn't even realize he's committed treason. May the gods keep you, my courageous friend.
I take it we're not confronting Renchant first.
No, he needs to watch his cowardly little plan crumble first. I want him demoralized before we confront him. I also want...
Let's go! Well, shit.
Friends, foes, and fools, a witness I was, and nothing more. But if a crow can spy someone, you, Ella, they call me, those that follow. From the Reach we come to conquer this land, but the enemy of an enemy. My Reachmen march this way. Evermore will be ours, but not if Imperials have it. They are a threat right now for you and me. You need friends. Temporary truce. You cannot strike down spies, but my...
Mm-hmm.
Even the Duke has acknowledged this is the best course of action. Ah, another sharp-minded citizen. Do you also prefer not to be ravaged by Reachmen?
I need to stop them.
Strength. That is the only thing that will stop the invaders. Where can we find a strong army? Why, the Imperials are only a few days' march to the south. Join me, friend. Let us give the city to those who can defend it.
We can defend it just fine, Captain.
I wasn't always a beggar.
The rumors about the Empire enslaving civilians are completely untrue.
Really?
Here's someone who's seen a battle or two. You've read the writing on the wall, haven't you, my friend?
What do you think it says?
Evermore is doomed without Imperial assistance. Help us. Help us take the city from the Covenant, and we will usher in a new day. A day of security and self-respect. A day of survival.
Not for you. Spy. I believe the phrase is smeared spionum.
I promise you, the Empire has absolutely no connection to the worm cult whatsoever. Ah, did you hear the voice of reason and come to listen more closely? The Reachmen are at the city's doorstep. Something must be done, must it not?
And what do you think needs to be done?
Simple. Surrender the city to Imperial control. If the Imperials have Evermore, the Reachmen cannot attack. You will survive, and even better. Surrender now, and we promise you will remain free.
Yeah, freedom's not a bargaining chip. Death to spies! Captain Huron, it is imperative that we move forward and transition the city to Imperial control immediately. I regret to inform you that your hero from the lighthouse bounces to the rhythm has been answering questions and regrettably does not seem to share our convictions. Though I prefer to avoid shedding any blood in the transfer car, I urge you to act quickly and precisely. Should your friend try to intervene, remember that we do this to save the city. Gods be with you, Duke Grenchant. Yes, we're gonna have to actually kill Captain Huron here in a moment. And a 1, and a 2, and a better not so.
I liked you, friend. I did. I'm sorry it had to come to this.
Now let us meet Argella. Watch her take charge of the situation.
Can you believe this? The Duke's apparently run off to avoid facing me. After what he's done, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Tell me, though, is the city safe?
Yep.
The Imperial spy has been dealt with?
Spies are gone, city is secure.
Excellent. Then dealing with the rat I let into the castle is all that remains, if we can just find whatever hole he's scurried into. No, but what about Sir Jarnet and Glerica? All three of you deserve a medal after this is done with.
Sadly, Sir Jarnet and Glerica were killed.
No. Glerica. Glerica is gone? But why? She was an innocent girl. I knew the Imperials were heartless, but do they have no honor at all? He's responsible for this too. Where is that bastard?
You think he's still in the castle?
Yes. He's actually most likely to be down in Eamon's private rooms. Unworthy swine that he is. Will you come with me? I could call the guard, but it might be better if you and I just deal with this quickly and quietly.
Alrighty then, let's go and confront her. Downstairs.
Wretched you bastard. I rue the day I gave you the throne. What you've done is nothing less than treason.
Welcome back, Argella. Good work. First, you ran this kingdom into the ground, then you dumped it into my lap. Now the two of you repay me by sabotaging my plans and destroying any hope we had of surviving the Reachman attack.
And you think the Imperials were our only hope?
Of course they were. Have you seen the Reachman's numbers? You think you can take them all on yourself? You cut off one head, but there are thousands more, and they are barbarians. You've doomed the people of this city to a fate worse than death.
And do you know what the Imperials were planning?
Whatever it was, the alternative was death. Listen, there's nothing more to say. If you expect me to apologize and plead for mercy, you're out of luck. I was doing the right thing. Lock me up if you must, but I don't deserve death.
You know, we got our choices. Let the Duke live, imprisoned, kill the Duke ourselves, or let Queen Argella deal with him. I think we should leave it to Her Majesty.
Very well then. Argella, my fate is in your hands. You know I made the only rational choice.
I wouldn't call it rational, Renchant. I would call it cowardly. Aemond died defending this kingdom, and you'll die for betraying.
In the nuts!
We have real work to do. Please, meet me outside.
And that is how you deal with the traitors there. In the nuts. I'm certain I read all those books. And then we talked to the Queen outside.
Thank you for dealing with that situation. I know it wasn't pleasant, but life just isn't always a pleasant thing. Certainly not in my case. Nevertheless, we have responsibilities we cannot simply ignore. Glarica taught me that. And you, of course.
Lyrica, be proud of you.
I know. I feel partially responsible for her death. But if I give in to remorse or sorrow, I would be doing her a dishonor.
I'm here to
No matter what the future holds, Evermore is the...
Is that the sound of battle I hear? Tell the Queen the truth. Her reign will soon end. We are enemies again, you and I. The Imperial's tricks are undone. The sooner you're...
I hope you'll forgive... So that's why... I see.
Ooh.
Once you get... Sure. He could...
Have you given a petition to the Queen yet?
Yes, and despite my strong objections, Her Royal Highness Queen Argella has elected to give each of you refugees a hearing where you might air your grievances.
Is that so? When?
Whenever time permits. Count yourself lucky that she's even taken an interest in
Mm-hmm.
This is absurd. I've committed...
Alrighty then, let's... Now we'll go ahead and... get our asses out here.
What happened at Firebrand Keep was downright embarrassing. Glad you restored order.
Where are those scouts?
Look here, smart woman. Damn glad she's back in charge. Who'd have... I'm expecting you to come back here with at least a few Reachman heads hanging from your belt. We can mount them on the city walls. I wonder what Captain Huron did with old Strasnock's head. No? She said that? Well, I'll be an Argonian's uncle. I thought I'd be sergeant forever. Maybe I can... No? Damn! Stupid Nord! He was...
too, sister. The Hagraven's influence grows stronger.
There we go.
Distance, outsider. The last thing we need is some rock brain.
You plan to drive him away.
You expect me to try? Here she comes now. Rashawn, we have a volunteer to destroy Uella's totems. Rashawn will show you how you can be of assistance. Here she comes now. Rashawn, we have a volunteer to destroy
They
Uella's
aren't in the
totems.
habit of trusting out. It won't be. I do what I do.
There we go. One totem up in smoke.
I can actually feel... She has to die.
Vandal! Destroying my art! You will regret playing with it!
We will be... Play that up. Garner that skill point.
Listen.
There we go.
I was wrong to be so hard on the poor crows. She's as a mother.
Alrighty then.
Must be nice to be able to travel between this realm and the fifth. If she...
Alright.
A wolf troll?
We can dispense with the... Well, why...
This looks like the place. I guess you're the one who's going in. Here I was, just starting to... I don't think so. When I said her blood...
And now...
Back in the physical realm. Time to do this. Alright, the door should be open now. Go get me that heart.
There we go.
Freedom! Freedom at last! Sweet, No more voice. Yes, free.
Back to the Jackdaw Cove.
The Reachmen must have sensed Uella's death. They started... You see all the giant... Actually,
all right.
Hold on to it. I have an idea. Where is Freda? All right, sisters. Let us begin the ritual. It's your moment. Go ahead. Throw the heart into the circle. Who would have guessed it would be an outsider who would show up and kill Uella? I doubt this means we'll start inviting families from... I, for one, am as grateful to you as the flowers are to... Well, I expect you won't... Of course. I'm sure... All right. Well, if you ever come back to this neck of the woods, we'll...
Well, that was the first.
Bug loss.
Reachmen in North Glen? This is terrible.
Yeah, some of the bitchiest Spriggans this side of SAO Advanced. Typical coping with loss. We're passing through the Eastern Shrine to the Waymore Castle.
Praise the Eight. I can't tell you how delighted I am to see you. First the Reachmen advance stopped, then the crows flew away, and now you're back. I have a feeling you bring good tidings.
I do. Hagraven Urilla's dead.
What seemed like a hope. No, I would. Now that you're here, it's.
All right.
I think they expected to take Evermore through. Under the terms of the parley.
Alrighty then. Alrighty then. When we get back, we'll be doing a quick look at the, well, at the, Endless Archive intro video. Here, but yeah, basically, it's all... Actually, we'll save that here for another time. But we'll, but yeah, we've got a bunch of stuff on Endless Archive here. I'm gonna leave up here. And I will be seeing y'all here in a few minutes. So, talk amongst yourselves. Take a stretch. and I'll be back in a few minutes.
Things have never looked worse. Fate does not smile upon me. All hope seems lost. Fate does not smile upon me. Things have never looked worse.
Alright, we're back, folks. Let's get to it.
Ha! I thought we were in for a bit of easy coin with this job until the Queen said you were coming along. Now I know to expect danger. Bring it on, though. If the plan goes awry, that just means we get extra hazard pay.
Well, what exactly is the plan?
For us, it's just sticking by the Queen. If the Magus General starts chanting, we go for the windpipe. If things really go to oblivion, we'll be shielding the Queen until Gabrielle can get us all out of there.
Alright.
I can tell you this much, with all due respect for the Royal Guard. Queen Argella could not be any safer than she will be under my protection. I look out for the ladies, you know. Queen's included.
And how have you been, by the way?
I've seen some ups and downs. You know how it is. Life hasn't been a slog through a poisonous swamp, nor has it been an endless night in a complimentary bordello. Main thing is that I'm still on this side of the dirt.
Whatever shall I
Gabrielle.
Surprised to see me? Sounds like I already missed some interesting experiences. A Hagraven controlling crows? I want to see that. This business has potential too. Of course, our part only comes into play if there's trouble. Let's hope there isn't.
And what is our part to play in this?
We'll be in position above the parley site. If the Imperials try anything, we'll make sure they regret it. The three of us can cast spells to rain down fire, ice, lightning. We have it all. You'll just need to tell us where to target our spells. I hope so, because we're going to spread out and each cover a different area. If anyone comes, we'll call it out, but we'll wait for you to direct us.
Alright, sounds like a good plan.
Whenever you're ready to go to the parley site, let me know and I'll open a portal. Let's hope that creating portals is the only magic we need today.
Alright, well, ready to go right now.
Excellent. I'm going to open one portal directly to the parley site for the Queen and the Fighters Guild members, and another to take us above. Actually, I guess we should go first. Now, which portal was which?
Do how you need to do it.
It takes a lot of energy to open a portal over this distance. That should do it. Enter when ready. We'll be right behind you. Good. Looks like everyone ended up in the right place. Let's get to our positions. The Queen should be here any moment. I hope at least.
Clear! Take up positions!
I don't like this. Where's the Magus General? It's not like a Tharn to be late.
Impatience is hardly the mark of a strong ruler, Your Majesty.
When you're queen, you're welcome to set a finer example, Magus General.
That's one honor I do not seek. What I do seek is the unconditional surrender of Evermore.
You came all this way just to make absurd demands? I'm surprised.
hardly absurd, Argella. I tried the soft approach with the Duke, but you spoiled that effort. I've come to make one final offer. Surrender, or you will die.
Your threats carry little weight, Septimon. Bankerai Garrison still stands between us, and it does not fall easily. Or did you miss that in your history lessons?
Those who hide in the shadows of the past are crushed when its structures come tumbling down. Bankerai Garrison has already fallen. My legionnaires walk its
Really?
even now.
Is this another one of your lies? I don't care. It's clear you want a war, and if that's what you want, you can have it. Ugh. What? She's not even here. It's an illusion.
Ha! Just remember, you struck first, Argella. 7th Legion, attack!
Ambush! Defend the Queen at all costs!
Fried fire salts. They're coming all right. Don't forget, we're looking to you to direct our spells. Don't worry about targeting over our allies. I promise, we won't fry the Queen. Everyone, call them out when you see them. Imperials coming from that door to the south. More from the south. Let's get them. They just keep coming. Another group from the south. That can't be the last of them. It's a break, though. I'll open a portal to get us down to the Queen.
There we go.
My magicka is almost depleted. It's going to take all I've got to open a portal back to the palace. Be ready.
Can't you cast any faster, Gabrielle? The Imperials can. More portals opening up.
The portal to Evermore. Go, Your Majesty. Go!
There we go.
I should be glad we got away, but I'm too angry to think. They've taken the garrison? The brutish swine. If there's
Really?
one thing I do before I die, it's going to be spitting on the corpse of that cowardly wench Septima Tharn.
Are we the only ones to escape?
Were we? Where are Darian and Gabrielle? I thought they were coming right behind us. Damn it. I would not have them sacrifice themselves. Not for me, at least. Surely they're still coming.
I don't know, Your Majesty.
That could have gone better.
I didn't think I had another portal in me. Glad I was wrong.
Well, at least some of us survived.
Alrighty then.
It seems the crows have departed from Evermore, but the Black Cloud hasn't. With Bankerai garrison taken, there's nothing stopping the Imperials from marching here. I didn't retake the throne to watch the kingdom fall, though. We'll find a way.
I'll help how I
know you
can.
will. I'm counting on it. Without you, this castle would already be flying Imperial banners. You'd...
Fortunate. You won't have to.
Emmerich, I mean, Your Majesty. Thank the gods.
Perfect timing.
Hail, traveler. Welcome. Yes, indeed.
I came to pay my respects to our...
The people celebrate now that our absentee queen has retaken the throne.
Ah, I have seen you before.
I must say, it is good to see Queen Argella.
So the Duke was fouling his nest right under my tusks. By Molly.
My next personal project.
I had a feeling that was gonna end in blood.
Queen
My heart
Maria.
goes out to Argella. I admire her strength in shouldering so much responsibility in the wake of so much tragedy. I look forward to seeing King Aemond and the children avenged.
Now let's talk to Auntie M.
I've just been informed of what's happened at Bankerai Garrison. It seems my timing is impeccable as ever. So you're the one who's been helping my cousin Argella hold the kingdom together.
Well, I helped however I could.
Of course. And now you'll have some help. I brought as many Lion Guard as I could muster. We were hoping to spill some Reachman blood for old time's sake, but the Imperials will suffice. Are you ready to retake the garrison then?
Of course.
Excellent. I'll organize our march to Bankerai Pass within the hour. I've already sent scouts to assess the Imperials' defenses. If you get there before me, look for Scout Nadira. We can finalize our plans when we're all there.
Alright. Let's do that then. Turn off. Bankerai Pass. You're bored as hell.
What do John and George send us now?
I have been watching out for you. It must be quite an honor to have the High King awaiting your arrival. King Emmerich thought you would be here ahead of him, but he has waited for you nonetheless.
How long has he been here?
Not terribly long, but long enough that he has formulated.
Of course. Timing.
All right, everyone. It's time to start making preparations.
Collections... Journal, Cadwell Silver. Let's talk to Andy M again.
There you are. If you expected to find us scaling the walls already, I'm sorry to disappoint. Don't get me wrong. We considered taking a stab at it, but with our limited numbers, I don't really think that plays to our strengths.
What's our strengths?
Well, let's see. We have this sewer entrance here that the Imperials don't seem to know about. And then, well, we have you, of course. I'm thinking to base our attack strategy around that. What do you say?
Okay, so we're wanting to Mario this shit.
Yes. Sometimes victory means getting dirty, and that's quite literally true here.
Alright, alright.
No. While you're slogging through sewage, we won't be... Unless the gods... Of course! That. I haven't neglected that. I've looked at the gap. The sad truth is we're not even sure.
Alrighty.
That old witch was undoubtedly the mastermind. And actually, one of the knights who escaped claimed Septimus snuck into the garrison posing as a Red Guard refugee and then unleashed oblivion the next night. Knowing her, that's quite possible.
You know her?
Yes. I met her once, back before the soul burst. I'm ashamed to admit I actually fancied the girl. She was as cold as a Nordic winter, of course. I wonder if she's still attractive, though. Regardless, I think her head would look best on a pole.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Alrighty then.
Light it!
At this point, I'm pulling good.
You've got rubbish, I've got needful goods.
So, money stash. JKL and
Only a fool refuses.
go.
This one helps. There we go, and up to the gatehouse. Pull the lever, Kronk!
Keep pushing! Drive the bastards back or put them down!
Anti-M!
I quite forgot how it feels. The rush of blood to the head, the sound and fury of battle.
I'm with you.
Few
What's
keeps in my
next?
day, and I've learned the hard way. Whoever holds the courtyard holds the keep. So I'm going to seal our grip on this space. We should also hit the barracks, though, before the Imperials get their greaves on.
Attack the barracks
Yes,
next.
but I'm not saying to slaughter a bunch of half-dressed soldiers. We're not Reachmen for Mara's sake.
Aww!
I'm hoping some of our knights are imprisoned there, and you can free them. We need all the swords.
Alright. To the barracks we go.
Light it up!
Burn!
There we go.
Isn't the best defense always a good attack?
Commander Attius is down the hall. He tortured us. He needs to pay.
One favor I ask. If you see Commander Attius, kill him.
I got a can of whoop-ass for Commander Attius. Orders for Attius. I expect you to hold the garrison at all costs. You can and should leverage the captives as hostages if it comes to that. Should the unthinkable occur, instruct your men to fall back across the bridge to the crypts. I've given Battle Mage Pappas instructions on how to summon the, quote, gifts left buried in the past so long ago. The garrison will not fall, our lord will see to that. Glory to Molly Bay! Septima Tharn, Magus General Imperial 7. Shit.
It's a damn good thing you came out. I was just about to charge in there and find you myself. If I had died, it would have been your fault. You don't want the death of a king on your head, do you?
Yeah, it's usually probably the best. Queen Maria certainly would be displeased.
Gods, I probably shouldn't jest like that, not around Argella. Poor thing. There's no telling what these twisted imperial bastards might have done with King Eamon's corpse. He was about to be entombed here when the garrison fell, of course.
Where exactly was he to be entombed?
The royal crypt. All of Bankorai's rulers are buried there, to keep eternal vigil and such.
Where is it?
Across the bridge behind me.
Across the bridge to the crypt. Bankorai is past the natural choke point. The only way for an army from Hammerfell to enter High Rock without marching to the far west or without marching west or far north.
Glory to the Empire. garrison is ours. Imbeciles will soon witness the Empire's true strength.
The Covenant cannot escape my wrath. You will see soon enough.
When you went below into the crypts, this foul
Ooh.
icy... I'm afraid the giant Daedric anchors from the sky issue is more your speciality than my own. A
It's
wise
very
man knows how to
tingly.
delegate, my father used to say. He may have died in his cups, but the man knew his aphorisms. What could be more kingly?
Well...
This is a bit more than I expected.
You cannot possibly protect it. Your king and queen will soon be slaves in the cold harbor.
Not likely.
With chains they sought to bind this place in darkness and death. But the chains are broken! The garrison is ours! Mark my words. This victory will go down in the history books. This is the day the Empire began to crumble.
Knights of St. Pellin, many of your brothers and sisters died here, but this was the purchase of their sacrifice. Be grateful and be proud!
We have the bastards on the run now. Come, Argella. Come, experience the joy of watching your enemies flee from battle.
Alrighty then.
I'll be honest with you, I
outside?
didn't think we could retake the garrison. Well, of course the war is far from over, but we've won a crucial battle. Whether it's wise or not isn't for me to say. All I can say is that if the war is far from over, but we've whether it's wise or not isn't for me to
We gave the Imperials a healthy kick in the buttocks, didn't we? I bet they don't stop running. For one thing, I still haven't seen Septima. I just have to find out how the years have treated the old girl. One grain of sand at a time. Of course.
All right.
Harlan's stand. Fabulous. Yes, my. It's a magnificent city right in the middle of nowhere. Only the gods know why the Red Guards even built it. But it's changed hands many times over the century. Not a subject to bring up when you have Faharajad and Argella in the same room.
Who take the city, who get it.
Queen Argella, of course. It's part of Bankorai. Come to think of it, I don't even know why Faharajad wants it. Doesn't he have enough desert cities? You'd think he'd be lobbying for more territory in the wetlands for Mara's sake.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Tell me more about Septima.
Sweet Septima. I may have mentioned before, I actually met her when I was just coming of age, tagging along with my father to Cyrodiil. Took quite a fancy to her, but she mocked me so cruelly.
Why?
My father was just a boy from Cumberland, come to kiss the Emperor's ring. I didn't realize it, but I was hardly a match for a Thorn. Even back then, Abner Thorn would never have allowed his niece to be courted by someone like me.
That's the Imperial strategy.
I believe they were aiming to conquer all Bankerai, but we've shown them that that's not going to happen. Septima's likely plotting revenge now, but who knows? Her family's so corrupt with power and necromancy, their motives hardly make sense anymore.
Alright. So, time to go, deal with the Tharn. Technically, we don't have to do Holland's Stand. It's mainly there for plot reasons. Housing on this Thieves' Oasis then. Let's try this again. There we go, much better. And now we are going to run like fucking hell. There we go.
Tamar, by the 8, where are you?
Tamar farmstead here. Enora's respite before ruins. There we go. A lot of ruins and then a lot of wasteland. And now we can head off to Howland's Stand. Drop this off and then make our way to the ruins. To Helen's Stand.
Well, well, a new arrival.
Mm-hmm. Do not weep for your father, for he goes to join his foe. Do not weep for your mother, for your brother. Take only time to yourself. Death of morphotypical entity. Regarding the hull.
Please, listen to me for just a moment. It's very important.
Billy. Oh. You know what? We will make our way through to the Hall of Heroes now.
Watch out for the Imperial archers.
Ansi's breath is like right nearby. Scout the hero.
King Emmerich said you might be coming. Hurry along then. You will find the king just up.
Oh, fun. I have to do some work here, I think. About that now.
Emmerich said you. Hurry along then.
Oh, right.
King Em. Hurry along then. You will find the king just up the road.
Fucking you hate kill thieves. Fucking hate kill stealing thieves.
Ha! Now, I almost feel sorry for the Imperials. Almost.
Really?
I was wondering when you'd wander up. I knew you wouldn't let me get all the glory. Of course, I wouldn't have wanted to take any action until you were with us regardless, but I like to pretend.
How are you?
Feel
Fine.
strong. I'm ready to spill some Imperial blood. This will be remembered as the... Ha! Are you trying to coddle me now, too? Like...
Oh, here's the
All right, everyone. This is it. No one is allowed to die until they've taken down at least a dozen enemies. Kill as many as you can. The only exception is the Major's General. She's mine, and mine alone.
Good speech, Emmerich. I can't believe you still fancy me after all these years. Let's get reacquainted then, shall we?
Overconfident as ever, I see. I'm not afraid of you, Septima.
To arms! Defend the king!
You will not! I think we need to spend some alone time, Emmerich. Come, let's find a quiet place. Zet's tears. Oh, merciful Mara.
All right.
None. The Keeper said it should belong to the gods themselves. That mortal...
Wow. Ow. Directed to Centurion Bodemir. On the chamber passage. Only do speculate what I'm doing within, lest you think the people listening will happen. And there we go. To the Hall of Heroes.
Halls of the gods or halls of the dead? Which is it? Look, another live one. Oh, sorry. Me? Yeah. Oh, there's... I hope... Do I? If we knew that... It is not as far as it sounds.
Brenda Hindi's Imperial Chamber. Brandar Hinding.
Your spirit. Of all
Get
the
in.
places in this temple, you do not belong. The invaders have taken my scrolls. 4 sacred writings from the Book of Circles.
And now, let's find our way to the proper platforms. Since I am not in the mood to deal with the tribulations.
Have my blessing. Now you must seek my son's spirit. Speak to
Divad is in the next chamber.
I sense great determination.
Yep.
You've already achieved it. When Emperor Hera's soldiers, you'll find the braziers are already lit. You must simply cycle through the colors on each brazier turn and observe the... Thank you for honoring my mother's memory. You have my blessing. Now you must seek out Makela Leki.
Here we go. Ooh. Strike all 5.
Vegeta has gold if you have. Unburden your pack.
There we go. Now we
It
talk to
takes a
Michaela
brave
about
soldier to enter the chamber, and by seeking our blessing, you must think as swords. Very well then. Well done. A true sword singer will select the training sword because it is the swordsman, not the sword, that matters. You understand true humility.
There we go. There we go. Talk to our hall keeper.
God's Imperial. Something that the real mystery, you think.
Understood. Going in. And now we walk on the far shores.
Look, Emmerich, your savior has arrived. Or is that your executioner?
Oh.
It's good that you're here, my friend. Though, I'm afraid I may be dying.
Hold on, we can get you healed.
You're a good friend, courageous and loyal, and all that. But you're a terrible liar. I just wish it wasn't that wench Septimus.
Your Majesty.
I suppose I must say goodbye, my friend. I'll see you on the other side.
No hunger, no thirst, no fatigue. But...
You're here too. Can you get us back? It's quite pleasant here, but I'm not ready to die yet. We can't let them win.
Hush now, Emmerich. Your death matters little. There are other kings. It's this one I wanted. The one who's been holding the Covenant together at every turn. The vestige from Cold Harbor. Didn't think I knew, did you? I did, and I knew I couldn't kill you. On Mundus. Here, though, you're severed from Cold Harbor, from your soul. Here you're stuck. Goodbye now.
Insolent necromancer! The far shores is no prison in which you can place your enemies. You dare to come here
wow.
and expect to live freely? I think not. You, though, are no less a fool. An honorable fool. But a fool nonetheless. Very well, though. I have an offer. Slay this wretched woman, and you and your liege can return to the Mundus.
I'll leave whenever I damn well please. But I'll enjoy teaching you both a lesson in power first.
Let's collect Emmerich's soul.
That was demoralizing, wasn't it? Your death matters little, Emmerich. I can't believe she said that. I don't know, though. Is it true?
Of course not. The Daggerfall Covenant needs
That's
you.
a relief, I suppose. There's some part of me that wants to...
Alright, let's go. Talk to the Keeper of the Hall, and now we'll head back to the Hall of Heroes. And then...
My cousin. My king. I'm sorry we failed you.
There I am. Still dead. So do I just climb back in? There. Easier than I thought. That knife wound still smarts, but it's good to be alive. That was an experience I won't...
Well, we're both lucky. And with that, We've now completed the walk on Far Shores, and with that, Cadwell's silver is now been dealt with. So, gives us a good 14 skill points to play around with. Oh. Use guild and dungeon. Oh. Alright. Warfare tree. Thanks. Piercing 20. Slottable. Eldritch Insight. Eldritch Insects at 20. Flawless Ritual 40. War Mage 30. Cover 20. Prep 20. Alright. Then last but not least, fitness. Humbling. Tenacity 10. Hero's Vigor. Science. Science 20. There we go. Fortification. Oh. There we go. Go ahead and yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and run it because I'm not cheap. I am a cheap bastard. But we got our essential
What is it?
stuff here down. The Lion Guard have successfully taken over management, so that's means that the
Watch your step.
that means that we don't have to worry about things like, say, booby traps on the way out or surprises. Do.
Well,
Well,
We got this taken care of. It's just a matter of heading back to Harbor Freight. Alright, let's head back to Cadwell. Solo instance. And yea, verily we return. What I'm about to do here is Weird.
You've done it again, haven't you? You're a hero twice over. Brilliant.
Been a long journey, Cadwell.
So it has, so it has. Are you feeling... Well done. Well,
Thank you.
You're the one doing all the work, what with all your heroics and the daring-do. But if you enjoyed that, there's more in store for you.
More, you spick?
Well, you've experienced 2 of the 3 alliances. Care to finish the set? Fill out your map, collect all the metaphors? If you're game, just touch Meridia's light and you'll be...
Alright, I like that. We'll pop Cadwell's gold open. And that'll pop us right in Oridon here, where we will be starting next week. Tonight we will be doing a wonderful little trip to Mary Dominion here, so to speak. It'll behoove us to basically trapped in Tremweed.
Ha! I was worried you'd never wake up. You slept all the way from Canarthy's Roost, right through the hurricane.
Hurricane?
You don't remember? A Khajiit named Razumdar fished you out of the ocean. He paid me a small fortune to bring you here. We barely made it out of Canarthy's Roost before the hurricane hit.
Where's Razumdar now?
He was headed to Eaglestrand, an old fort on Canarthy's Roost. My ship won't return there for some time, but a bosun on the far side can take you. Look for Sugar.
Alright, I'll make my way and locate Bosun Sugar Claws. Technically, we could start that away here, but I always like to do the quest here because it gives me a nice, good, full interaction with Razumdar. To be honest, he is the only real saving grace the Dominion has, in my opinion. That and the rest of the Khajiits.
Is this about the fish? I took what I paid for. Never mind. What do you want?
Travel to Canarthy's Roost?
Good. I have business on Canarthy's Roost. Passage is free. The inspectors won't be looking for 2 of us. Whenever you're ready.
You know what? We'll do that a little bit later here. Whenever we're ready. But it is 3:23, so let us go forth and say, do take care of yourselves out there. We'll be doing more ESO at 8 o'clock, where we'll be delving into the Endless Archive all night. So, until then, peace out, folks, and I'll see you when I see you. And now let's go ahead and find ourselves over at Twitch, shall we? There we go. Who are we going to be surprising here today? Oh, wait. Last Minute continues doing some DVD. So, let's go ahead and see. They are indeed doing some DVD. So, can we raid them? The all-important question. Si, senor. Until later tonight at 8. Peace.